Hello there. Single player deck building games are an entirely different beast than what I'm normally used to. This might have been the first one I have ever played, or I guess minus single player modes on Legend of Runeterra or Hearthstone, if those even count. A single player deck building game called Quantum Protocol is the subject of today's video. My name is Doomba, and let's jump right in. Finally able to get to a video. It's been a whirlwind of excitement over the past week with other games I have been playing. Punishing Grey Raven has quickly become one of my favorite games as of recently. Came out 2 weeks ago. I can't even remember now. I've been so locked in on it. Anyway, back on topic. The game I talked about in my last video, who did a collab with Crosscode, this is Quantum Protocol. Released on November 4th of 2020, Quantum Protocol is a single-player deck-building game developed by and published by Maris. They are an indie game studio that made one other title called Zero Strain. I know nothing about it, so I can't give any input. Quantum Protocol is only on Steam. The fact that it is single-player is important just because I thought the mechanics in the game could potentially work for multiplayer, but there's no capability like that in-game, so that's something to note of. While I want to say the game is similar to Slay the Spire or Griftlands, it really fits more into the puzzle category rather than a roguelite. I am going to have some gameplay in VOD form in the background. I'm speaking over the VOD, so I'll try to avoid any story spoilers, but as a quick warning right now, this is a bit of a puzzle game, a little bit of a puzzle game, which means solutions to some of the puzzles may be in the video if I forget to remove them. So I guess puzzle spoilers ahead, or you can find your own solutions. I am also very bad at these sorts of games, so the optimal play will most likely not be made on my part. If that makes you squeamish, then from the bottom of my heart, go away. Basics out of the way, there's a lot of story lurking in the VOD, so I'll try not to spoil that as well. You have characters to choose from on many levels, however, some of them require you to learn the deck of a specific character in order to continue. Every character has their own themed deck, as well as their own theme music. To mention an aside, wow, the music is really good. You may be able to hear some of the music in the background here. Sometimes I just listen to it in the background. Very techno-housey and video gamey. Very impressed with the music. Quick story synopsis, again, not going too far into detail. Quantum is an organization full of master hackers trying to take on the most dangerous malware in the world. Hacking, in this case, is in the form of facing an AI opponent in a card game. Kill the computer-themed defenses to succeed in a hack. As I said before, there are a slew of characters to play as, each with their own unique mechanics. I'll be using their hacker names as opposed to their real names as a part of the story, so just go with it. Queen is the head of Quantum Organization. I actually liked her deck the most because it is all chess themed. Every card is a chess piece. Very cool. I will show some gameplay for her in the VOD. Esper is a gifted student who focuses on growth type cards or fruits that tend to interact with one another or bring back cards from the death pile. Aurora is, I want to say, Japanese-themed nobility. Her cards are usually about Japanese soldiers having interactions with weaponry cards. Idol is exactly what she sounds like, a pop star with a music-themed deck focusing on executing note cards to have different effects on the field. Lastly is Leo, who is a skilled hacker utilizing a deck based on mechs that have different mathematical effects. He just also happens to be my least favorite deck of the bunch. That's the character roster. There are a few more characters, but these are the ones that you start off being able to play. The general gameplay of each, again, will be shown in the VOD. Now, what makes this game different from other deck builders surrounds a bunch of different mechanics. The first thing I noticed, and the most striking difference, happens to be the focus on turn counts. You'll see how every single thing you do takes up a turn. Playing a card takes a turn. Moving one of your cards on the field takes a turn. Doing an attack obviously makes a turn. The numbers at the top right of the enemy cards, as well as your draw pile, that flashing number, indicates they turned left for an effect to take place. In the enemy's case, hitting 0 means they have an attack or have a special effect take place. In your draw pile, that's the number of turns you have to take to draw another card and to reset all of the cards on the field so that they can attack again. The arrows on the left-hand side of the field make it so that every card within that row is executed, which for certain decks, that can be incredibly strong. Another interesting mechanic that is introduced to this game pretty early on is the Reprogram card effect, revolving around resetting cards in your death pile, field, hand, current draw deck. Everything gets pulled into the Reprogram. In the Reprogram screen, you are able to make changes to your deck. Killing certain enemies gives you new card drops that you can transfer over to your storage and then add them to your deck, or upgrade your current cards if you have 3 of the same card. This, for me, is what makes the deck system incredibly interesting. You can upgrade your cards and change up your deck mid-level. Not to mention there's a viable strategy to reset your deck and start up the momentum again, transferring the death pile back into your draw pile in one move. All of the mechanics come together in quite an addicting manner. There's always a better way that you can potentially perform a set of moves that lead to a win. That said, the game gets very hard very quickly. You'll see I fail a lot in this VOD, but I'm also quite bad at the game, so that's also part of the blame. Story-wise, it's decent. I'm not too curious about what happens within the story or to the characters. Queen is the favorite in terms of deck and character design, so she is the one I have been paying attention to for the most part. Everyone else is just secondary. There are more levels for the collabs made with Quantum Protocol, specifically Crosscode and a game called One Step from Eden. Seems to be another card game with really good reviews, so that's a thing too. So, conclusion. Gameplay is addicting, story decent, but nothing special. Character design is quite nice, music is fantastic, and the art and effects are really good. Is that it? Is it all worth $12.99 USD? I think so. It gives you enough content to keep you busy for an extended period of time, and the mechanics are just unique enough to give you a new experience you don't see with many other deck builders. Even making moves and clicking buttons has a nice, satisfying sound effect to them. I would say this is great for even a casual game you play for a short period of time. To me, that's worth $13. To you, it might not. I am also one to want to support developers that I feel made a unique and/or incredible experience for you, the player, to have. I believe developer Kyle Maris did that here, and hopefully you enjoy it too, if you do give the game a chance at least. Thank you very much for watching to the end of the video. I appreciate every bit of support given to my videos. If you like this video, feel free to press the like button, leave a comment to start a conversation, subscribe if you haven't already to be updated when I do upload new videos. Also feel free to leave a comment to let me know of any game suggestions you have that I could potentially look into. Join my Discord to be a part of the community and also get notified when I do upload. The link to the Discord is in the description below. My name is Doomba. I hope you have a wonderful day. And goodbye!